Hello and welcome back to my channels, and today I'm going to show you the metal robot spirit from the Bandai and Nation called the Night Gundam. Now I never had this one before. I think this figure has come out in the market for a long time. I think it's not a brand new. For the first time I bought this one as a second hand from the eBay UK seller for about 50 or 60 pounds including shippings and everything. So this is kind of like my last ever Gundam from the Metal Robot Spirits, I have to say. I'm sorry to announce that I'm not going to collect any more Bandai and Tamashii Nation Metal Robot Spirit or the Metal Build. So this will be my last one ever. The reason why I have to go with this one is I was going to go with the Epion for the goes with the Wind Zero and the Death Strike, but unfortunately I could not get the Epion at the right price from the eBay, and so I decided to give up, and so I just stick with this guy just to fill the one more spot in my shelf. So this is the last guy actually, so gonna take that last spot. So here we are, and it is not very expensive as well, so I thought it's reasonable price, and I know it's a second hand, so I'm just gonna compromise on the little bit and pieces around. So anyway, so let's take a closer look on this one. So I'm gonna take a pause on this. This one doesn't come with a lot of accessory, and what you see here is that's it pretty much. You got a shield, you got a nice sword, and then you got this lens, and then that's pretty much it. Then you got a cape and a couple of fists and hand as usual. You got relaxed hand, fists, and then you also have this kind of hands where you can hold the sword, and that's pretty much it really. So here we are, and let's look at box here. Alright, so this is a box that comes with it. So you need to see this logo to see this is a premium collectible item from the Bandai for the smaller scale. So if you don't see this one, then this is definitely not the premium Bandai quality. So there are loads of stuff out there saying robot spirit, but it's not robot spirit. You want metal robot spirit, okay? And then you want to see this hybrid material as well, and then you want to see the official Bandai logo down here with all the shiny seals and stuff in the back or something like that. So yeah, so this is what you got here. You got a nice shield where you can extend it to double, and you also have a giant lens, and then you can just stack it like what I've done here. It's like this pretty much. Yeah, so that's pretty much it really. So this one has a die-cast skeleton with a plastic on the surface basically. So yeah, anyway, let's take a closer look on the guy itself. So the figure has this weapon, and you can easily take out the cape. So the cape can actually spread out like this. It's supposed to be obviously cloth, but in Gundams like this you always have mechanical style of cape rather than so like a cloth obviously. And then you also have this pieces here, which is the lens, which I think you can extend it out like that. So this is not too bad, you know. Yeah, and then you can easily attach it. You got all this nice silver chrome pieces around. They're painted actually, they're plastic, they're not metal. So yeah, so if this is a brand new one, I assume that it's gonna be over £100, just a little bit over £100 I would say. But this is a second hand, so you know, and I can see that there's a little bit damage here. I have to accept that, you know, this is the second hand, so you cannot expect everything to be perfect, I assume. So anyway, so that's the cape, and then you got the main figure itself. So the head is fairly decent, and yeah, so you can have a double ball joint. You can go left and right. So articulation, the same thing in every other figures. Some people say that mate, you don't show your leg articulation or arm articulation. Well, I can tell you that they're all pretty much the same, to be honest. And then you got this shield. Shield, you can easily take it out, and then the shield can also, like you see on the photo, you can actually combine the sword goes inside there, or you can also take out the shield like this, and you can also extend it like that. So there you go. But it kind of looks weird because you got all this gap underneath there, so I really don't like to extend the shield. I'm just gonna keep it as it is. So there we are. I think that's make more sense to me. So yeah, that's the shield. And then you got nice sword, and that's the giant source actually. It's painted in a metallic sheen silver piece with the all the little edges around, which is the main attraction of these figures. Actually, I really like this source. I like this source a lot, to be honest. And some people say that they can't hold the sword, but personally, if you do it right in the right angle and it doesn't have any problem, as you can see, it's perfectly fine in my figures, and it doesn't drop, it doesn't come off anything, perfectly fine. So yeah, you just have to find the right finger, right hands, and then you just have to find it in the right angle, to be honest. And then you got all the this piece can come up, and you can also go around. You can bicep and swivel, and the hand can actually go all the double bent like that if you want to. So that is typical for every single figures, to be honest. And you can also have butterfly joint as well, and feet and the body can also bend down like that, and it has all the spines and stuff, so it doesn't really make too much ugly surface, which is good. So, and then you also have all the little pieces. They're all basically plastic, to be honest. And then the feet can also go around. You can also turn around like that. You can also bend like this. They've got diecast skeleton, as you can see here. Diecast pieces are not glossy as the some of the figure that I have, but I suppose I can live with that. I gotta keep in mind that this is a very old figure, and you probably have seen it before. It's not that popular. I'm not, I don't think this is gonna be that popular figure. If we talk about other figures like Freedoms or Destinies, it's all over the internet everywhere, but this figure is not that popular. There's a new version as well. I've seen it before with a better shield and a better weapon and stuff like that. I think this is their first release for the Night Gundam. So anyway, so it is reasonable, but nevertheless, I really think that this is overpriced for what I'm getting. But if you like Gundam, like I said in the past before, and just go for it. But for me personally, these figures are quite expensive for what you're paying for. You can get much better figures from the Chinese version of it, like CangDao or the Motor Nuclear or the Heatboys and Snap Boys or all these kind of things, especially MoShow. MoShow is really cool, and they are the same price as these guys or even cheaper, to be honest. So I would definitely go for those ones rather than this Bandai version. So yeah, so I definitely not recommend you guys to go for Bandai anymore unless you actually really like it. I am done with it, Bandai, to be honest. So this is my last ever figure. I'm sorry to say that. But I'm gonna keep my figure as it is. I'm not gonna sell any of them. I will keep them for what I have already purchased, and I leave it on my display cabinet. But I'm not gonna buy anything new unless they are on sales or really good price or something like that. Then I will actually think about getting some more. But at the moment, for as it is, I'm done with Bandai. So there we are. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.